Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Today is March 30th, 2023. Today is March 30, 2023. Yeah, 30 days of September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 days except February alone. Salon people, them, now go they go. So 2023, I know they don't so. Man, be the go. That day we all agree.
Make a member far. We'll just go to primary school. Like the first time with the club.
I tell you.
30 days of September, the singer hall. The way salon is sweet.
Hey God, I must be.
Way salon is sweet. Not to now way salon is sweet. The team will not get free education. Now they enjoy at school.
I tell you.
When they not get free education, then they supply we book there.
You got us in a corner.
No, who not born me Thursday? Who not born me private school? Not born me Thursday. Who born now one team in the government school?
If we are Thursday where you go, now which is you go? You know, Posh Thursday you go.
Zai, guys.
You know, Posh Thursday.
We are a world go na public school here. Well, let's get
No, I tell you,
no, Thursday not be the way that public Thursday. I remember that about Celia Bigo. Why don't see like that for still? Yeah, Edward Square by. And Edward Square by the same go anyway.
Okay. Well, me, I know. That's why you done this so today. I know. Sabia one day.
The private school can take you on when they preside over the education. Now they first go build private school there. Most private schools so minister there. They will not former minister there. Government officers and they first build private school there. Then they open a government, they build private school. So they can't handicap the government school by taking all the better teachers there. Comrade, employ them, pay them huge money. Right. The government school can collapse.
Comrade, to that front.
When they come up, Ibrahim.
Yeah. No, I would just say to that front. Now later on, most of them politicians or folks them private schools them back then most not be just educators them no more and people them way. Because if the private schools always be get no political affiliation. Like when you talk about Moridin, you talk about Cockrell, you talk about because me go Cockrell, like me go Nadia. I think we catch me talking about nursery school. They wanted it,
international.
Yes.
Primary school except I mean private school.
Right.
Primary school where we get secondary school. I know Moridin was one as well.
Right. Now later on they can proliferate. Go ahead, come on.
Ibrahim and Cashbox, from when they come up when I was small. Why I read by the school. Today I get that day in my heart. Today they against me feel feeling. How would they get in our country? They by this kind of no go to school then go build school. Say by the school. For boy at the come up why he that talk they cause I know why anytime I read by the school I feel bad.
No, that's true. That's true.
Anytime by the school I feel bad.
There's a lot of reservations there.
Country, if you come. The man said, let me tell something, I'm not in Guinea. Then they lab, if they go to read by the school or Guinea, I read by the school like Guinea. It's not possible. Now they force, I don't know what mentality they come out. Wait people up till dates. They say,
well, now the Jamil, the Jamils of the Shaka Stevie, so they tolerate them.
Who know Lebanese school? Mr. Fire, that thing they are always there against them. I know one day. Allow inside our country, then can build a school. What will happen as also, and like how the wait by them take South Africa a little bit.
Comrade, if you want to go deep into that, say man we can reserve with views number when it comes to the way. Then people really live better life past Sierra Leoneans and that are country. They get rights to access to law and everything else past even Sierra Leone they were born in the country. You know that, comrade. That in a deep thing where no.
By the way,
so scatter around everywhere.
You don't call the dates. You don't call the dates. You don't. Introduction done.
No, actually. Yeah. Actually, comrade, I think we get 86 days left to the election. But that's true though. I must pick in Sabina Dandy for know the almost days inside a month. Parents, I'm gonna ask you to pick them. I must pick him for recite time. 30 days of September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 days except February alone. Yeah, I must exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it's right.
Now, I will leap year at the end. They don't know which one, and if February is a leap year or not a leap year.
Right. Yes. Yes. Right. The 29th. So anybody were born February 29, I want one thing to get birthday, and then already celebrate and then another conversation for another day. But anyways, you see, the little things, right? The little things. But you see, Garrett, You know,
you don't get assignment.
The assignment. That's all. Like they're picking them when they ask me. You know, the academy picking them when they come, when they hear me accent small. Then they say, "Oh, where you from?" I say, "I'm from Sierra Leone." "Oh, where is that?" I'm like, "Well, that's your homework. This is geography right there." You know, so that's sort of what they get assignments we are. Once they get for good assignment, they come back. We come back and say, "Man, I found out."
And the one that we know, unfortunately, they know all the
negatives. Yes.
Like the one that we know. In fact, Ibrahim, like there was like research recently of in America when they asked them, say, may they name 2 cons in Africa. So man say, I mean, you see, what's my name, Sarah Pence or something like that.
Right.
They then running mate to was it Mike Pence?
Mike Pence.
Not
sorry.
Pence. The guy we died recently. We say Donald Trump never going bury him.
John McCain. John McCain. John McCain.
John McCain, that's it. He running mate. The lady. If we say Africa, not country.
Sarah Palin. Sarah Palin.
That's it.
Yeah.
You see, like recently, like they do not even know much about Africa. Imagine
not at all.
We're full of resources, where most of the thing that they use comes from Africa. The Tesla motor car where they glad for the lithium comes. You know, Ibrahim, you don't do your introduction, it's please carry on.
Kashi, lately we don't have to keep a format, bruh. You know, we're going, we're having fun here, man. This is a conversation. We're having deliberations. So yes, the most important thing is for everyone that will go out for us, they begin listening. So you know, so someone know the date first, because if you tell the date started, they cancel your deal, so that they will not clear that side. So man, they with people, they don't say that they follow the trend right now. They don't say okay, that today message this because this is the first thing. But they not pull today, they not pull today. So we got that, we good. But you know, Comrade and Kashi, by the way, if you can permit me, even though I don't ever use we platform for talk about the Ania thing them, but I just want to update quick number 2 minutes there, no, if you can permit me. Yes, we get some problems. You know, people that we don't, because Comrade and Kashi, so this list, the later part, we get like 66 names. So 66 people will get for help. But what we don't find out, say, well, we call people them. You know, everybody I want to know say if you not one person will be giving you name, when I know yourself, when I already waiting list and everything. I tell when I say when I stand by. Me no get for able for the call on back for giving updates and feedback. But Dr. Roland and the team now McKinney, when they call una forget una, then they get difficulties a lot of times with una phone number them. It already answer on a call. So Roland is suspected someone they turn off their data bar or something along that line where they affect for letting for reach out to una. So even yesterday I get for take off me on work for try for call 1 or 2 people them. Maybe don't they call me for ask because I tell you I say when I left for call me, not call me. You just stay standby. Make sure so when they call you, you prepared and you ready. So yesterday we run into an issue because they take them 5-5. So for Thursday today, now 5 people for treat there. I don't even know eventually if we get the 5 because the 5 they will call. 2-3 people they will not answer the phone call them. Then the 2-3 people will not answer the phone call. But they try for call other people and for filling that gap there. Unfortunately, the other guy will call in the Kenema. So they go from from yesterday for Richard McKinney the next morning because of transportation issues and all of that stuff today. So I just want to tell you, I said, yeah, if you don't call, you know, one person when I get this Anya, you name, I don't contact you back, say, okay, I get your name and everything. I don't forward them to the team number, McKinney, Dr. Roland get her. But do ya? If we call now, what other part come ready? I don't believe say I call the part. He said already in the go workforce. You know go able for meet up again tomorrow. This and that, blah blah blah. You know, I'm like, oh my goodness. They will try for look for people enough for filling the gaps and all that stuff. Then they, you know, I never forget. Comrade, by the way, I call you back. I call Saeed for Foster. I never forget him back.
For Foster.
Yes, for Foster because I put Foster at the top of the list. So Saeed him back. We call. I never forget him. So I'm just saying, if we they miss one opportunity, we go to the next person. We are not call me again or anybody. Nobody not call me.
Like the one they use for say the data of it, but I understand what's in the problem as I do right now.
Right.
Now them you look at one before where this then go past law and parliamentary increase the tariff from people them for increased poverty panel. However, Ibrahim then saying a sick man and they go meet doctor. Now help. How would they help? Now big help. If Absolutely. You see that power on a collar. Is the anya no more right. To be very honest with you,
fact.
If you more matter of fact, Ibrahim people and they were the more one that's in the past party.
Absolutely.
in my own opinion, if you put it at list, you begin give excuse like say that money you go pay. In my opinion, you they go off first, run where they need them. The most let them come on board.
Absolutely.
You need to keep space for somebody. Lie in now. Maybe you get money for pills. If you see that person, the bookkeeper, let me tell you one thing, don't make it very clear. Let us go for the less privileged and we don't able.
Absolutely.
Not able for pay.
Absolutely.
We say they need left you. Meaning get money, so they not block landlord be say they not get money.
Thank you.
The street where they suffer. Why they not get paid their foster, so no say you not get nothing.
Thank you.
Get the problem and food to get anya. And then they even worse than foster. Now then this platform I don't know the cater for. Now then people they cater for. No to you able pay. You can always say the work, so they say go do operation, not to say na pay to go pay. They say go do operation to get for saving like
free.
You anya they kill people like in Canada.
Absolutely.
You know the danger behind that thing. But into that, more than it. So
no.
Not to even not serious of your own self. You're not serious of your business. Don't they can
no.
You picking.
I feel so. I feel
that. Listen this platform here. If you know say you get anya, you not get at all. Not to be get on you. Because if you get go pay operation, you know go pay. Why no be say not get at all? Please, the number the doctoral and for we was okay. Later the about direct call. When I was saying for take 1 minute for call doctoral and say well adeo na me o. My fact not to proof now for more the people there. Say well they call me or because if you more you need call the doctor. They say that patient that the spend with doctor can be sick man. So Ibrahim, this a word is sufficient for the wise person. This is a help. Not to say that money, penny, a help.
Absolutely. Comrade, hold the floor for a second and I just clear security quick.
Like it's a difficult one, Comrade Brian, because when you look at it, like what I mean, the people again, like God, it's sorry because like this part now, not to say same like the Monaramo, the Anya is there, but maybe sometimes it gets a bad day, so you don't get it for it. I understand maybe the way he answer back and say, oh, no, I go work first, that's in the day. It's not polite enough, but
right. It's in the country in box up, bruh. The guy he say no get no money for left. Would I go left? Would I go, imagine possible I go for the only three they responsible for transport for like each McKinney. And I go for a feeding in the surgery. All of that
transport self you don't get time. In as much as it say come on I am, it's the transport self you don't get time. It's a tough one.
It's tough. But I just want to tell people and say, yeah, but if you say we don't call you, we don't tell you say you name them that waiting list, you on standby. Prepare. Anytime we can call you for car. Anytime we can call you. We'll call you, it's very difficult for Roland and it's guy for coordinates that in there, go for begin skip this name, put this name first in the corner, call this other person, and anybody we call, it's very, noisy.
But talking about Foster, for instance, Foster, I saw it's Foster, and like they show me in Anya Ibrahim. It really the Monaghan.
Comrade, I say,
side because they show me. He actually showed me. Every time I said, no. I said, don't worry. Like, just cover up, But it should be, like, it is really bad.
Well, that's all. Yesterday, but I don't call Said. They call Said. I call Comrade back for let Comrade try for see if you get hold of Said. Because first of all, I'm McKinney this morning, then I go take care of him. So that the downside that no more. So I just want to say to everybody else, if they call you, they skip your name, the list boko, and we'll go for open and back. Because we'll open them back. I mean, we'll go for people in that list then are one. People in the back and then villages the whole they try for take care of. So it's very difficult for coordinate all of this, So I just want to let everybody understand no more. So if you can call you, not get you, I don't want to let you call me later, they torment me because not to me, forget the follow-up call back. No, now from the team now McKinney, they call on directly. And then this alone, so they call on direct. So even WhatsApp call, then they call on direct. So pay attention to your phone, That's what they say. Oh, if you name them at the list, say you're one of the people where I put you name down at the list. Pay attention to your phone because we take them 5. People they need about 3 or 4 days for recover. All that they will provide the recovery all day, they recover before they go back. Right. So all of that. So now I make we not for do one bulk, large amount. So now 5 every week 5. They recover the next week other 5. So everybody for them on standby. That's all no more. But yeah. So, Comrade Nkashi, When I don't see the PPRC, you know, the PPRC boss, they say all the political parties they don't agree. You know, so I think say sometimes we wait for statement now from the political parties there for say they agree or they not agree for the rally. I mean, I don't know if we expect much from the the other third political party will succeed. When I really can't they brag. They say, all the other parties they now don't die. Now we no more day. Now we not the three parties away there. By the way, we not ask for see if NGCB gets zonal elections. You know, ward, constituency, district, region. We don't ask for see all land if they be even get them. But you know, I know say Salon all the thing can fly over weird. Miss Femi Claudio School, let me say them go allow himself for conducting zonal and all that stuff. Did he be able to conduct them? These are all the questions. But anyways, they say all the 17 political parties, you know, we not service all the 17 political parties there for 5 years of terror in that country. We not read them. We not sabi themselves, but they consider they say that 17 political parties. The 17 political parties when they say they agree with, we not see them political parties they actively do anything. But when it comes to for use them for make bad laws, they say 17 political parties. But when it comes for allow them for conduct and participate in the elections, they say they don't meet the threshold for get zonal elections and all of that stuff. But anyways, then they recognize them as the 17 political parties. Them. But now they say PPRC chairman don't say the 17 political parties they all don't agree. You know, say then they ban rallies in the country. And we know say Africa, given the current circumstances for offend yourself, Sierra Leone not an isolated case. People it's like a tradition at this particular point in time. You know, for people for come out and go dance and jubilate and celebrate with the political parties. So, comrade, I don't know. You know, if we wait for a statement, because again, we are not the mouthpiece for the APC as a party, right? We get to roll over the play, you know, on social media. It's about educating, empowering the people that are country. But now the APC not legally constituted. So the APC not there, we talk, we take we stance, you know, because the APC not be formed up properly, you know, social confusion, scatter, alala all over the place. But now that APC don't form, we are very careful with how we touch certain topic and subject them. We are more preemptive than for the take any approach where be like feel like for say now we talk for APC party. No, we are not mouthpiece. The APC not the pay, we will not be on salary, we will not be executive members of the APC party. Comrade is an executive member of the APC. Yes, we were born inside the cash box myself, we born inside APC, now party take go. But this particular point in time, we deliberate no more on issues, but we know say the APC is legally constituted. So what's the stance of the APC on this matter? Yeah? So when it comes to banning rallies in that country, today, Salon people not glad you. Come, I don't say you want come in.
No, let me tell you something, Ibrahim. When I fact, all the problem we say this platform, we already discuss, we already talk based on who like party or hate party, we already talk based on the way that affect the greater majority. Where the people that make this platform, any so they talk about issues that make will not get anybody who they left will not get secret cow. But say will they becoming an APC, something the way the wrong way, I would say no lie, just keep up. Becoming an APC, I'm going to talk about issues they talk with the count Ibrahim, historically, from which Salon get independence, we look at the Tomo get independence as Salon. In the CC in 1961 and a rally they make, then dance. So what the SLPP don't enjoy from 1996, not just cut to 1996. The Jack about all kinds of things. Even 2018, Ibrahim the video they were going rally in the street. So no go sit there angry but couldn't go and dance. Bad of you, as we talk so, if you them not declare rally it, not declare it, Ibrahim, bad of you to go rally all over the country. We don't see we go come. We so tired. We see na Kerima. We see na Cambia. We don't see the man in the going rally because the rally you go so to go and campaign don't start it. The PPRC chairman, what in force with respect for say. As then they regulate the political party there, and for make a message, you stop the incumbents for going around, make statement them, political party statement them.
Talk on that thing.
No, no Chris, no Chris, but then they can way. If he no Chris, then we can go Chris, Kashi. Because if the incumbent they do thing, not even not just the president, even a wife engage in your rally them, and other people them. It is keep quiet. Now, when the time for politics so rich, because not just his passport, as passport of politics so can as alone. One thing in time for do so, Ibrahim, let me tell you something. SLPP, there is nothing the way they know the test. The local thing can talk to so they say then talk and do, not in positive way, then talk and do that the negative way. Talk and do, then put members of parliament, they left off. Then talk and do. Then go kill people in a market, they both talk and do, then kill people in a Tobo, Luciana Malen, so talk and do, then impose PR system, we talk and do, then count NN number by voter registration, talk and do, then no pull 7,000 people, they don't know it today, what the answer. Then talk and do all in a negative way, then talk and do all, now for letting come for most of people, and people keep quiet. As you say, the APC party will be filling the gap because the party not being get executive and the capital party.
Yeah.
So we can for educate people them say this type of people right, and they still tell them say party rally Ibrahim who being one party state, to go to one party state. We then they say that's in a parliamentary election. Let's say let me to come to Kono John Commander, and I just say somebody. It's my guy saying there, Food there. Safania when they say that in time, everybody get time for rally. Everybody get time for rally. I still remember the Tiniman would have been torn by another body 82. When in case of what 1986, I do that thing, they say, my body, my poop, and more PP. Then all the Flamande join Tiniman for vote for another body 1986, will make you win the election. Without the Conway Bonkono, you know the senior, then day. Because that's who we don't keep people and say, we own politics, therefore we force they enjoy. Before they ready business. So man they say if you ask her what the person talk, you know sabi. From when you begin dance, say it on back now dance. What the statement to the flag that I talk? You know ever repeat one word. Because that enjoyment, that's who your politics is not happy. So at the end of the day, what didn't give this man audacity for stop people? Political right within the past power Ibrahim the FCC reports. Political right within the score high mark by 9 so. For stop people now, the liberty there. For what's in it plan do, what's in it for do. But every tool they talk now, Ibrahim, as we say, if they say all the 70 political party don't agree, well, an office a week, you can't talk like anything will go change because the APC now gets a secretary. So we are yet for listening to the APC party. They mean our governance yesterday, 5 years ago, that they mean our governance. They know they're not this they're not ever happen. If they go to them, they agree to this law. We don't see that for this and teach people them. Therefore hide the momentum. One of the things I've let it put for hide the momentum, say APC say no get crowd. That crowd would not justify by that sense, then they still go so they defeat them. So if the man will talk, say all the political parties don't agree, well, why are they forced from APC before taken from that point there? Because one know the information if it is true or not true. Because we can talk now say, hey, no, they're not right, or they're right, or make so yes, that people are right. But now know now from the APC party now we will get an executive, we'll get a publicity secretary. We don't do very well. All that they say they talk anything, we can talk them. Why are they steer back from them? Like I do in Sigulu, do them. Who be the tell people one of the work for them. Because I people say politicians, if you don't go on television, you don't go on radio station, you audio, they go viral, normal they listen to audio, which still are to do effectively. I'm so proud of that area. They do a very effective manner, 5 minutes audio, 8 minutes audio. It can speak and tell you say no, we the APC party, on a line man the lie, you know, will not ever sign any document for talk to the rally. Because why make with the concern the Ibrahim so president you talk say they get unprecedented support from parliament for let go ahead with the census. Today, nobody no make audio for the bucket that is in a lie. Who the parliament who not be agree. When I just bulldoze we like when we fed first, nobody not make her. And that's still not up. So if the people as the chairman talks to Ibrahim, we no go tell us in a lie it until the political party there make statements, 17 political party individually. When I make statements, 16, when I not agree, when I go make statements, the APC, the C4, the NGC, the UP, the ADP, because I call C4C. We all lose embassy labina. Yeah, I call them. Any way they say they will say no sign, I don't call her. But the APC in particular, whether the main opposition party, if we hear from the first Ibrahim, if we hear from them, they will take the proper argument from that point there. Because now, we're not going to do arguments if you then don't go sign. It will be baseless argument. If you then not talk now, then we have the continue for other things, continue for normal occupation for the people of Sierra Leone. Now we don't say you don't agree. You don't agree, but me, you don't know for change up. Cashbox in talking will change them, you talking will change them. So the two they talk for them, let the APC party inform we if within the PPRC German say that true. If not true, they tell you say anyway, you all go agree. For which reason they agree, they tell you the reason. Then we know now. They will take the argument from that point there. We can analyze now based on the APC and the SLPP, if they don't do a hotel and they own fault or they go tell anyway, to me, I want the APC no say that we explanation, Sierra Leone is an explanation. Now we know if it's a true or a lie. Until then, we're not going to do analysis on this year.
Environment comrade, like what you talk so, you see, when you look at, for me on angle, is the fact that yes, we could kind of like look at, say, oh, well, why, first of all, decide them way, therefore, what's not the reason for rally? Surely the rally we don't happen like na salon. It's also about, telling a message or, telling the nation a message of waiting actually they happen in the country. Because, when you look at the side of where messages them supposed for kind of like they be relayed to people, right. They've all been starved. You look at the television stations, like people, like they're not liberal. They've all been bought. Like you look at the AYV, like people and the way they don't buy them. You look at the 98.1, they're all afraid for talk. You look at inside the president, they go to 98.1, and they tell the journalists, say, I'm afraid I wouldn't like to be interrupted. In other words, when you feel for talk, the journalist cannot ask him a question. You see, when you look at all, so rally is a means of communication as well to the masses, to the poor people that we don't get television, where like the information are very economical, like that is television stations and the radio stations. So the rally is supposed to be a means of communication as well. Why do you stop? Why you starve the people from getting these informations? This is the thing I do not get. I mean, over the years, like what you talk about this show, angry boku. Just because they are now not so angry, starvation is rampant. Not so boku no more boku, but it's the name of the game. When you call Salona, they want you to say angry, starvation, hunger, death, 90 days. So the people want to use this means of communication, which is rallying around. What did rally mean, Ibrahim? Rally means say you go rally to people, you go campaign to people, you go market yourself to people. What is wrong with that? Some people do not have, like, the only means they can get these messages, the parliamentarians are sitting by, not holding like conferences to for the constituents. They don't do that. So this part of rally is also a means of communication. Sell themselves, sell their political party. If President Bio say it don't work from A to Z, it don't even pass Z, then surely it's a time for that you go sell yourself to the people. Come out there and tell the people what you've achieved over the years. Nobody will stop you. It's a means of communication. Why do you want to stop it? But again, like what you say, so comrade, everything with this government wants, then they get up. This center, if you don't take them, now talk no more with the talk. Because like all we can do now for talk, the people cannot challenge these things anymore. The people that don't be starved from challenging government now in country. So what do you do? Like local governments come, the guy they don't even care. They pass out, nothing not happen. They come with PR system, they come with NI number, they come with census. All the things they put them on top of the people they hate. Nobody they challenge them. Until they don't say like bulldozing is part of our constitution. So the guy don't know that. He say I'm saying nothing. Let me say do anything where I feel for do. I honestly, for me, I do not know whose side salon they go. I honestly don't know whose side salon they go anymore. Because everything seems for there are the masses of Mother Bio. Like, what's in Mother Bio feel for do? Now, they do. And how can we sit up and say it is acceptable? Oh no, this guy the bulldoze. This guy don't know what's in a democracy. Then why would they call it democracy? Why then do you guys sit in parliament? Why would they call it democracy? Because the moment you guys are in parliament, it is called democracy. But if you come outside the parliament, this is what we've been saying. Make them see we like one state. The reason why this guy they get funding and all that in a day, now because still there's something where they exist where they call democracy. As long as you parliamentarians are there, as long as you feel say we flag the pass before una motoka, they make una push, then of course it would stop una for do anything. Why una in a parliament. I not today, I don't able to understand. When I say this guy they bulldoze the way, but una still sit on at the parliament for many to call una honorable. Mr. Honorable. Una still like that. Man, gosh. Salon a country. Come on, you want kind inside. I think Ibrahim don't reach the office. Because I honestly like
let me tell you something. The simple thing is we are getting there slowly. And I feel pity for people I will keep saying this thing. Because when they look at politics and Salon, we use Salon in general, they don't use the politics for disadvantage or for advantage. They don't use that for disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
They don't make Alexei like society boost.
Yeah.
They don't use the people it's sorry for Kashi. Like what they talk to now. How we will explain it here without measuring the parliament. So the parliament up to this time when they get people when they send to VC, the parliament they go pass this bill for so act. The parliament they go pass this for so act. Well, then the one laws not just talk to the VC, cast box, anything you don't have box alone over the years. You come up from the houses of parliament. As one guy they said, would you see the response to that will come back on March 23rd? He said we'll do well, but we'll talk. I will talk on the APC based on biasness because we'll continuously point on the 1965 Criminal Law Act. We'll forget what say Secretary did a power for long. Now I say, well, you don't answer the question. What is Secretary did a power for long? Now what thing Albert Magai do the roadmap to one party state starting 1965. Now he keeps Secretary in a power for more than 1 year from a day. Because Albert Magai cannot become a lobby. We let some one party state as a lot to but I make the roadmap on the advantage. Kashi Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
For now, they talk to the people in the PC. When I'm MP them, I don't know, they try, when I don't get away. Me, I know they don't like it. If I like statement, it's unimaginable. I don't like it.
It's unfathomable.
It's unimaginable. It's it's unimaginable. For now, you will comprehend that. What is that mean? Say, then they try. Then they okay, what is they try? But it will matter. To you, many scenarios in their life. Now, in they look so they clap for them. They try. When I don't know what's in the happy dynamic, who knows that for a tell
yes.
For a tell
you know,
who knows that let it tell we will not deny for it to understand, but let it tell you say, well, really, this one here, don't forget about democracy. Don't just go with this person who think the guy going to kill another person back and know. But what the SFP they don't have for many years now in the it's allow SFP to get a router. They're not being tested. Because they might have tested the test. We also see that they do this thing and test, and not test APC. They allow them to test the moon. He left at the Umar. Ibrahim, there is no way you will tell me, say, country like Salon, we this democracy, we jeopardize, so they kill people for and rape women, them, all people out there, cut people and them. Of course, don't say, somebody will lose. Ibrahim will lose, you know, for Salon. That statement there, not to laziness, now wickedness and selfishness. Not to laziness and wickedness, like plan, like group of criminals, long kinds of politics. Ibrahim, them don't allow to let them tell the people and the country statement. This government they will lose. Ibrahim, you know, we are in somebody. Something that I can put up down in that crime. I can just look say wait to for say that's where we get all we cancel life now for the top. We all know say this government they will lose. For say we don't know to the back. We talk consistently 5 years. For so long life or for so long freedom. Because that's what they say they elect them. For let them talk for me. They refuse, then they say they will lose them. We will run this now. We already go salon, the government. If you are like say, well, what is that make that? They say that you know they find pleasure. For let not defend the people of Sudan, they find pleasure. For let the economic guys defend the like say people in Africa. Who say ici pense un don't care fire to say. If you don't care the fire, you don't care the again. If you parliament will not talk like police will say na war front. Nobody will go to parliament. They enjoy all the thing. Then the debate let them pay the $2,000 and make Abraham now win. One green constituency will see past 20 people for go parliament because all man will now see the money making machine. Not to forget of issues them. Then the MP then they must the bank there, they forbid the $50,000 for medical allowance. Under the people and look na any operation so any people talk now so people go free. So you think government responsibility.
Get transport for body.
Imagine.
Then they tell you, say, let them pay. You know, when you talk about say, for God's sake, nobody knows the say, let not take care of people in self-government. But equal opportunity. Abraham, if like when you go to America, so now. If he's sick, we say the first general go, that is go. Me, why can I go to the future some kind of now St. Thomas is that go.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
But I want to, for my husband, nothing can ask me. Yeah, I don't even need for if I did that right now, they will call. See your ambulance, then they can feed, they can take care, go, give treatment. Nobody knows the important person for the equal opportunity.
Absolutely.
Now we talk to all this time. We not still not pay them, the millions when they pay them. But for that pay them $15,000 American dollars, when I don't buy first party machine for the poor people. Okay, let me tell you something to this because I have to do and go do. Ibrahim, imagine the military 34 who lost a soldier just because they don't oxygen like to go, they're not going to fear or put machine the standby generator on.
Wow.
Where they get over 2,000 liters a month for run for run the 34 because let to go. In not just that alone, without a civilian could be admitted.
Wow.
Imagine.
Wow.
A soldier, Jerry. He died, he don't oxygen. Imagine if I'm in America, imagine somebody need oxygen. They can't hide the struggle.
Suffocate, they die, right?
That's all. Now that like we don't know that we're picking a die because of oxygen. Now that's with the man, Jerry. They will see again. They will hate this with the man. But what they talk about they are that Dr. Demi, what they talk about the negligence. What they talk about that they will not hit them. Who we can't talk about the members of parliament, the responsibility, there's okay there. Let's see when they're alive. Let's see not much for the same symbol. Or let's see that them is brother or a papa. Don't come out for symbol. Then they look at the oldest one for them. They talk the other team, but we can't to the other side. No, enough for good. Like Kokro, that is at the corner of my life for class. We were learning to food. Enough for crowd to food. Just start to corner, enjoy, let the person enjoy because they're sweet. Ibrahim, until we pull that mentality, level of see. Ibrahim, trust me. With no disrespect to people, I don't feel some food only in the last situation. We feel this one alone the talk so today.
No.
I've never been in the life for living that we do this for them provide for me, for eat. Or if I sick, me I born, meet, we'll get private Dr. Kane. Then I will provide doctor. Me hear that self with the wrong with the good treat.
Yeah.
Even Papa, now we born me, I born me that small privilege in them. Absolutely. Get private doctor.
Oh, that did. Oh, what's the country now?
Government hospital, but we get private doctor. That man didn't get private hospital. So that they will prepare with in case we plan to travel, waste of travel to you go, you go. I mean, I'll be the highest patient, you come out of the wound. That's not. I'm the highest patient. If I'm not still possible to me, or I go play football at Cartoon, no say no more hostel, Cartoon, no doctor. All then 2-3 days a day for them to go stitch me body. For them to go me Cartoon. So remember, when they started back in the days, now they just say we want equal opportunity. MP all are defensive. Then they get $50,000 physique. In your woman picking they all the fly. Owner, now picking they continue for die because of scan machine, because of oxygen. We see that what's in themselves that guy above. That's a call. We will go save go.
Yeah, that's not a call.
That's a call. Idiots. Who they think affects and then they begin talking now. That they all different from other people.
In list or in list 9, or 6, serious one. Yeah.
You see, I tell you talk now, see, you don't see yourself in the book. Now that all the film present view, they try. Hey, I see, what's in the happy that's alone like ashes. Get the ashes, scatter no more. Turn the back line, who said the majority of the camp.
Yeah, they just don't have to ashes, now they fall.
Fine. So, if people actually say, we all for Tomumu, not Tomumu, we know the matter view in the bulldoze. They bulldoze the constitution and the bulldoze, and I don't have they need respect to rule of law. I don't always talk and say, America could be example for telling us democracy. Not saying that we personally defend for bulldozer. Now, Trump showing that the world show Trump in Canada, and see democracy in the defender. America of all, like Trump inside them, voting at the Capitol building. Remember how Salon people and protest and not even reach that. They not even pass peace. They say insurrection. America, we people let go. Then go inside, we see the student and the police officer and count their votes. That tells you democracy all over the world is not secure. That people in the protector. Salon now that for protector and they say for left them, they not go well. For that all the mentality has worked. What make people they say, no, go not do for the they say, hey, go, but we're not talking about this today. We're not talking. Why we could do the fish to talk every day? If we believe say man have the blues alone, why we could have fish to talk day in day out? So that we will not talk no more. Like na music we sing. We are not selling these things for God's sake. We will not get YouTube channel for say go on YouTube, go subscribe, go like, or go on a Facebook page, or go on Instagram or Twitter. We will not get time. We will not get time for that yet. We don't feel say this is a free service we do to the nation for educate people. For God's sake, una self be una think. If not for we self now, for picking them, they will just set upon. We all know we don't tell them the past. But don't remember for picking or just sort of fun. What's more for this also? Sometimes people will feel that way, some people they feel so. Maybe. Sometimes people will be worse than this year. So because we know say life not to say life guarantee, God can turn equal anytime. Then we cannot lay by me only just as you don't go to quench my way and picking for the pain, that's how we feel the pain. Then we talk for God's sake alone. Long think for future. Why would I feel say for any permission for no we today, we not talk about this year. Okay, we say we no to MP, we no get power for students, we no get power for changes in the day. We want to talk. What do you mean that we get the power and they put it much harder?
I tell you, it's so ridiculous.
Una told this year. Now we don't want to pass it. We not to say we appreciate us so much, but one not to that energy no bad to the one for talk. The members of parliament, una started that said. So they tell the say the partner from rally, una hold them to account. Say no, who send them down to salon? Because people talk. Now, like I said, people say, let them talk. They're not going to for do. Because we know it's for them. When they allow them to say they don't get you, when they agree to comment them lose. Now, it don't bother me if I wish I told the situation today. Because when they get so many calls from police that say, hey, but I'm not talking today, I'm not talking this year. But let them for talk, let them effective, and then they talk. So we are the one that when they talk, say, we not talk, say, the one that they call, we. Trust me, now the one them we understand who's where they come out from. The one that trust me, they understand. That one that they call we ask we. Now the one that they understand say the parliamentarians them get responsibility. Come with. Let's not think about this. I agree 100%. But equally let them voice be heard. No, at least let them know say the people that know exactly that their responsibility for talk for them.
Right.
They will call me. Cassie, trust me. We don't do well, we don't try, but trust me, if the people let's just show them you know who are the rule, who not fool, actually we are just like fruitless endeavor. Believe this. Because we talk for 5 years, we talk for 5 years, what it don't change. You see, they say the people in for not talk. So let them know say it bothers us too. We know they stop for talk, we are not they stop for talk. But one I say
we might. We might stop. It gets to a point where you wait for the people for
see. For now, we don't get to that top 50 we will left already left. Because Ibrahim, if me they sell self na business I do, I don't go buy 100 million that I can sell. My business I don't get profits. Before I get profits, instead of I make 110 million, I make 90 million. Tomorrow I sell I make 80 million. I can't do time before my money down and I left the business I do. Talk, but I tell you something. That is their drive. We will not give up Ibrahim.
No, comrade, there is a bulk percentage of the population we need voices like ours. If you know how much people and comrade if they're not hearing for the day, it is like their life and their world don't come to a standstill. But of course, I can do without we at some point. We're not going to do this every now and again. It's going to get to that point for sure. And hopefully at that time, we're going to educate and sensitize on enough for how for process information and how for deal with certain information. But the fact of the matter is this right now, right?
When they reach to that point, they comrade. That point, we don't go back to this guy will take to this platform. That platform we can focus stay. We don't go to the comrade.
They're extenuating. I agree. I totally.
What they say? We get to focus not just for Salon, but for Africa. Because what they discuss with Ibrahim is an Africa crisis. You see, Ajaman Singham one time African crisis. The album day, Ajaman Africa crisis. Because Ibrahim went to the talk, so we look at the cut across Africa was Salon and worse. Because we don't get play challenge. We don't get play PC. The thing that for go and for left so. We just level of understand say we say at times they become frustrated because we see what would they see? We know they make any better effect. Let's get responsibility. Okay, if we say, what them are even another thing, you have to talk to them, and they pay and they elect for good talk of constitutional blunders to talk for many things that we know right. Ibrahim made too. We are just doing this free service. If you are going to make promote us at this project, we get millions of followers. Who get them? Who be slow to couple platform to that level? Who for take up? Ibrahim YouTube day, or pull it, who subscribe. People use the voice and they put up the channel. They don't go for many times. But we agree, we appreciate. Because now we say they say the help of them, for spread the message. We appreciate them. But just want to people say, in the country time, we know they say we don't get the it. But in the country time, if you not be careful, we get in where we say, you know what? I don't think we want for the take good time. Look at now we can place it this way. I prepare so whatever do this year. You need to get just for rest. You can't be just for follow what's happening in the country. Till then midnight. Something then 2 before you sleep, then 3. You come back. You know, it's very, 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 very frustrating. This, I mean, mind will talk so. For see, when I get responsibility now, sometimes for more begin talk. If people don't follow the combination, they say no voting. Then man also they hate the MPR. No self put voice for help them brother. Sometimes I change the attitude.
Absolutely. So the more the better.
But because people they say, hey, they're mad and don't get away. Hey, Ibrahim. Let me just say an example. Women who say being family in the army, sometimes I don't get trouble. Or I don't deny it, or that way they give me, wait for give me problem. We might have you come and say, this man, what if you don't do? MPS, I don't say they do us. Nobody not force me. Nobody not tell me say I don't go for left. I left half like I can't.
Yeah, go ahead.
If the parliament will not on war front, they will ask to God. Now, not all for say let the left, and the left. Nobody for force them. So my question here is, how will they change their laws here? Now, by then, what do they do? When I know the answer is a very big no. We begin to talk about peer system 3 years before they can do peer system. We begin to talk about the use of NI number per registration 3 years before they can do it. We begin to talk about the use of the NCRA to the voter. Then all those things happen because they believe say we said we don't for that in defense for blocking. They're not blocking them. Ibrahim, you picking. If you now who not picking there, if the papa say at me age 6 years, you're going to picking this, you're going to picking this, you're going to so small picking. As an effort for me. Ibrahim, who not public, they say first, I picking go first. What if it's happy?
But that disgrace there, heavy. Sorry, Naya, somebody called me, we interrupt we. But anyways, you see.
Question say if now we within our media now we supposed to change these laws. Yes, I think we
Sorry guys, somebody they constantly call me Naya.
Yes, because in a way
somebody they call me Naya constantly really disrupt. Somebody they constantly call Naya where they disrupt me, guys. So now bear with me. But anyways, okay, Kashi, go ahead now.
I just say, commonly ask the question, say, if now we they change the law. Surely, Ibrahim, places like America, the Western world, the UK, like the Western countries, them, Ibrahim, they are not even the Western countries, them, across the world, the media, they play big role for me they change laws, them, may they amend laws, them. If only the parliamentarians, the people's representatives
are. Sorry again, somebody interrupt with the lost cash box now. Yeah?
If they were willing to listen to the people, so surely all these things that we don't raise over the years, Ibrahim, the PR system, the local council election, the census, and all that, all these things that we don't raise, if only the MPs them not be kind of like see and say, oh no, bulldozing is part of the game. Trust me, Boko laws the day we therefore don't change for the better than that country. It is because they are not willing for do their work.
No,
they just feel say when I want to be MP now for my flag pass people they call
the bulldozing, that's just a cover-up story.
Yeah.
Because when people learn, they know see what we are saying, they know say that's way for B. So they actually say, we say they're mad so that way, everybody knows sense, so they want to make people know responsibility for the fail. That is why they always say what they're against them. They're against the box. I want to tell you, it's a deliberate action for letting people in place say, with the hunt, we don't be nobody. We don't get time for that. But Cassie, this could always change. As you say, the role of the media. Now for we should blow ourselves for talking the way the kind of attention of the people. Yeah. We don't blow whistle for 5 years. Or now, if you should be done, we should have done. Yeah. They know that who will blow whistle. Then go only take the way who the whole exposure that we see is speaking. Family they say $500 for picking. Now they celebrate. They show them for do now. Hey, cash box. Now football they play. Everybody gets responsibility.
That's exactly the point. Like, we expose them thing, and I see people in the share that video the way we will be make. $500 per child. Then recently, the Minister of Information at AYV say they get 3 million picking them where they enjoy the free and quality education. Ibrahim and Comrade, when you add that money, 3 million times $500 for each picking, that's $1.5 billion. Salon budgets not reach that one day. Salon budgets not even reach 1/3 of that amount. That is the role of the MPs them. And secondly, it's about these 3 million picking them. For God's sake, now to how we talk, if we talk alone, Ibrahim, I believe say it past 50% of picking them where the free talk, when a private school let they go. 50% of primary school picking them when a private school let they go. Who they go ask the Minister of Education or the Ministry of Education for give them the actual number of picking them. Because that very day when the Minister of Information talks saying that 3 million picking them they enjoy the free education, that very 10 day back, Samuel Wise Bangura, 2 minutes after the minister says so, now Samuel Wise Bangura say, oh, there was a report where they say that 2.7 million picking them. So nobody actually gets the actual numbers. And Samuel Wise Bangura did not even interject them for say, oh, well, the report when we see now 2.7 million, but you didn't tell me was 3.1 million. Ibrahim, again, waiting, you talk about the roles of you said that 3 roles of the MPs they get, members of parliament they get. 1, for make law. 2, oversight. The 3rd one is it like for kind of like meet with the people representative and all that in the day. Ibrahim, that's oversight. Who that get mind for going to Ministry of Education? Go to Senga say, I want to know the actual picking them where they generally record where they enjoy the free and quality education. All we say with a rights letter. Well, because the minister get rights for tell them. All the thing they are, Ibrahim, we've been saying these things. Because let me say, because of the members of parliament, they are going to parliament, they realistically know. I don't feel say they actually know the roles of parliament. I don't want to be chicken here, but I don't feel say they actually know. And then you go there, some of that thing they are now begin to point them out. Do the needful. Go to press conference. Go meet you. Go to your constituents. Let the people understand what is going on inside of parliament, inside the government. The government don't be secret to the people. How people go send you for go represent me? Then they can communicate with me. Even companies them. Like they can get annual general meeting, AGM, because like the directors them, that then they go kind of like, represent the shareholders them. Now make every stakeholder, when they get their annual general meeting, the directors them will get information, need for can communicate to them every year. The means of communication are all get in that country, but don't be stifled, don't be suppressed. Like for instance, one of the means of communication to we the people that the Auditor General, what's they do with you? Get rid of them. Nobody don't get mind talk. Nobody. They don't put them. The sad thing with all the negative things of this government, the sad thing is the fact that the opposition will capitalize on these things. Yeah, the opposition is afraid to capitalize on these things. That's the sad thing. That is the sad thing. Ibrahim, that's how we talked yesterday. Even up to today, Madabio, 1 week ago or so, gonna Cambia. Still, they talk say gonna Japan. They not get banana.
Exactly. When all that they take. Now, either the former president or somebody in the hierarchy of in cabinet or somebody in the member of parliament, top-ranking member of parliament, come out and debunk that nonsense and say categorically the president is telling a lie against the administration, a one for damage with reputation, and that is not true. And show all the evidences and explain these things. But I think this all explain. But
the problem with the opposition, especially APC, then they bank on the fact that the people them angry, the people that don't see the suffering. Ibrahim, the people like you see the suffering, but communication is a powerful tool.
If you don't tell the people them, if you don't come and tell the people them the reason why they suffer, even these people, every single people realize say SLPP still go about the lie, they give them fake reason why they suffer. Say, that COVID, that's so the rest of the world, that's so it is. That's so that they bank on to the extent that they cannot come out and debunk them in there. They just they bank on the fact that the people know because the people they suffer.
You know, this was the same way they underestimated, Kande Yumkela in 2018, the same APC, where Akiri, some man, they say, Ibrahim, now they powerful, then I pull a piece in a power, Ibrahim, we should see us, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you see. But it comes back to the negligence and the arrogance of the APC as a political party. When they sit down, then they allow people for say whatever they want for say. Because then believe say, oh, now we get the grassroots, now we get the local population. Nothing, no effects, nothing. Yes. Let them talk with you and they talk no more, they answer them. And they not so better. They get this thing about them. There's this self-ego, this egotistic kind of attitude where now they finish them and now they kill the APC as a political party. Then they address issues. Now the SLPP beats them. Let me tell you something, Kashi. You see perception, now the SLPP believe in. And the SLPP, they use perception effectively. And let me tell you this, perception works. When Francis Benkai Fala, or you see David Shenge, the snap, where you look in Twitter accounts, in background page, in picture, in profile background picture, what you see at school picking a boku and he said that it is perception. Waiting then the way somebody say, I don't meet up one big man Kashi. Where he talk, but Francis Benkai Fala, I'm good for them. Good for them, good for them. Now say what you don't go, what they go for, what you don't do. Look where they go after, the former President Nkrumah. They get them well, that's so for fed corruption. Now I say, hey, brah, big man, this not big man I get respect for. Now I say, brah, well, look at certain things, few things. I say, you don't ever witness, you don't ever see the Africanist press in publication. I say, you ever see the case about the First Lady, receiving money from the Consolidated Fund. I say, you ever see the presidents where they travel, all the amounts of money they use for per diem and this and that. I say, you don't see all that kind of thing. I say, you ever Francis Benkai Fala, they go after those issues, anti-corruption, they're exposing the fact that the president and they circumvent, we laws them for make sure say they use per diems as a way of stealing money from the people. I say, you don't see all the kind of 49,000 bags of rice will disappear. I say, Francis Benkai Fala, all them cases, then I say, low introspecto, using the word of Maria Brewer, former ambassador. I say, brah, not for after the opposition means you effect corruption. Now, where you go against your own people and within your own government, now in the show say you effect corruption. When you look at former President Nkrumah, when he bring in the JFKs and the Adi Macaulays, don't forget, them guys all gets that SLPP background, regardless, right? You look at Adi Macaulay, the SLPP, matter of fact, I think they campaign with this guy, we get AYV, so now, Navo back in the day, where, Navo itself now the Eastern, I make go for contest election again, because we make pump rent and they lost the election against the APC party, then broke all the pump them back, we make all in. You look at the GFKs, they work with Berewa, a former vice president, and said, contest for presidency later. Then guys, so they all together SLPP connections, right? But then come from former President Nkrumah, employ them and bring them come inside the APC party. You see where they go at the anti-corruption, and then they prosecute APC people, of course, because that is how you fight corruption. Don't you just go after. Now, make I be say again, if former President Nkrumah be go after the SLPP, he left them, say, oh well, no, for the sake of peace and everything, but he decided to go after APC people. Let me see, that is the problem. It's the double standard they get now. This woman we died so recently, Kaba. I think she was Minister of Energy. When I don't know one woman we died recently. Yes, she was woman energy. Say now then go after. I think Adi Macaulay prosecutor woman to the latter. And you look at all of these things. But anyways, you will go back inside from Parliament. Some of the leaders in the opposition parliaments get an insider prosecution, all that stuff. But then go after the APC people. So they fight corruption that way. So I say, brah, what you talk about Francis Benkai Fala? But because of how Francis Benkai Fala they perform on social media. All what they say, and they say nobody in the APC were meaningful. Not they come out publicly for come and say, what, in some of these things, let's face them head on. This man will give me bad name. That na my administration, Andy. There is no way I can see them. This man they lie about my administration and not take them head on.
Now the same way I tell you, I say, I don't meet somebody now, a Liberian. Where to say, this SLPP are in the tayo, APC in corrupt. I say, how you manage those APC corrupt? I pretend like I don't know. Now he say, APC, Emerson. If they put album, they put lifestyle, they pass the pull that boss per matches, they begin to talk and laugh. They say, no, see this time here, where's the chief? Emerson not saying nothing. Why I don't talk to the guy? Why not exchange as well? Why so foreign exchange? How's a lot of money? They say, but I'm not to say, but I'm not to do. Now I say, not to do, okay, now I say, you go like food. I say, see the same one that alone. When the guy say, I say, hey, then I begin to now. till one make a guy carry space most of the reason. Why I talk to the guy? He said, waiting. He said, I say from the guy. See me, I be not like a people. I said, because I'm not ready to sing music, sir. It's too late no more now. Now that intake George. See, that's people need it because MSC not singing nothing against them. You see, I'm table, who the two problem, we say about perception. I just want to learn almost the perception get it long way for
absolutely.
But APC will defend definitely.
No.
They know they capitalize on. Now make at the only artist who I see, they don't do well inside these 5 years. Then I article tell where you don't sing nasty, don't do so. We see Ibrahim SLP them the market, they MSC the music them, now the two people them falling at the rest than anything. If they make party safe, now then sing the MSC then they play at the party. So that pouring now we know to say what is the now in the conversation of this country corruption anything but the perception. We tell them they say politics are rudeness. Ibrahim politics now let football to the build the attack. You get stage, this stage now attack I want score, now build the attack. You move from there. Okay, now I don't get the attack. La get me defender there. La get me goalkeeper. Yeah. Like Ibrahim. So perception, then you know the capitalize on. If you see people on the back, imagine on the back, the job because they listen, I'm listening just alone. Music on my listen just alone. It's a massive they sing guitar back by time. No matter you know they sing music. Now I say they don't pull and say you know, because I have in don't believe see, then they give message for corruption.
I know the point. You know, MSC from where we they talk for time all this while. You know, so that's really sad. I don't know when anyone pull music now. Since 1 month to election, I don't know if they want pull music. But they don't know. You know?
No, in don't pull coconut seed.
Absolutely.
You say salon people coconut seed.
You know,
we look at them again. We know already. No say me. I know say MSC. It no go be honest. I don't know for which reason. I don't want be cautious of what I say. But it's something that they maybe what don't happen. Say, but man, they sing nothing. And so let me say follow the flow because you sing the sing say people and still they know what they sing if not true or not lie. Me I say we APC will the first music we sing. I believe that music thing I know they buy. They call her yesterday better past. They call her Funasi Kudiwap.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That music I like them.
Absolutely.
If Funasi Kudiwap, put that be a warning.
Yeah.
We might have you don't want them.
No.
After so many times, I just say, salon pull a coconut seed. This time you say all on a coconut seed.
Yes.
Yeah. It talks certain things in the day, but you know me can do a buy. Munku boss pan match is yesterday better past today. If you see body fine and cool outside, and also say that I enjoy a cool outside drink. Imagine Ibrahim.
Got you.
So then don't left handle. Then none of the thing that decide to be the same corruption. The only way that decide thing. Now after when we don't silence, now we then go church in my land. Then family land, I take and pull music for against the Sunday. You don't see by so you should not be church, you know, for ever sing for the people there. You see? So that way now Araga spies article for your I think that to LG we say they pull you complain and then 3 you know now when I was on artist there which with the innocent. You see innocent things all man on to mumu. So now they are now remember Panabo music and all being get and the nobody sing now revolution song.
Okay.
And this innocence man on to mumu.
All right.
Article for Europe with president Araga spies on pull you with LG with Nigeria. He pathetic Ibrahim.
Yeah. Comrade. Anyways, yeah, bro. Kashi. Absolutely, by God in power. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll go left for now. All right.